YouTube. I finally have my webcam set up. Since I finished up my Skyrim series, and Fallout's still going on Fridays, I need another game to do. Alright, so today, we are going to pick a game to play in place of Skyrim. Now, I had more options on here, but because it's storming outside, it's kind of screwing over my internet connection. So I tried to reduce it down to single-player games. The only one that might have an issue with is probably Fallout 3 New Vegas Tale of Two Wastelands. And that's because I might have to redo the mods on that. Morrowind and Oblivion, on the other hand, are ready to go. The other ones should be okay to go. I don't think any of the other ones need updates, and of course Kingdom Hearts is going to be played on the PS2, because I do not have the Epic Game Store, and I do not plan to get it. I didn't spend all that money and time modding my PS2 for nothing. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? And if it does land on Fallout 3, I'm going to spin again to have a backup. Let's go. Alright, the Outer Worlds it is. Get nice and comfy. And let's see, we left off right here. Last time I played this was New Year's. Alright. Spacey McGee. That's right, that was the name of my character. Hey, that looks familiar. That looks like Among Us. That's right, I doubled down on intelligence perception. I rolled a smart rogue.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the table. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of disease. Can't say as I know, I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't feel so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whispering about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power.
Excuse me.
They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of Marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Optional objective, eh?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say it was.
Something I want to change here. Check, check. I'm gonna guess and say that that flashing pistol means that my pistol's either A, out of ammo, or B, needs to be repaired. I have no idea where I'm going, and I kind of miss having third-person view.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay.
All this. Clanking about all menacing like.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Me too. God, this screams Borderlands. I have no idea where I'm going to go meet this guy. Is this the mission? I guess it is.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Oh, so the vicar's like a priest.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling. This season's tossball predictions. The quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
Ooh, got
I
her.
can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the Marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Ms. Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and lived beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, locked in the deserter camp, so that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It's not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's wall.
A banned book.
My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
We have a side quest.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Must be a copy of Brave New World.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, It's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. Which way are we going? So that's where that is. No, that's how that works. Found there are power regulators in the Edgewater Cannery and a botanical lab elsewhere in the region. Assuming that's the botanical plant. That's the geothermal plant. Alright. I don't think this is where I meant to go.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I kinda hate how slow you move in this game. Nothing there. I don't like those numbers. I don't like that. Also, that's a little bit better.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your wrestling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons.
Oh, he's the guy that recorded the robot.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk.
Hey.
All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Trying to help the people of Commonwealth.
Swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill. Where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, a few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Technical.
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I kinda like this guy. I like his gun, too. Where is this so-called junkyard at? Well, I mean, it's not very far. I might be way in over my head. Is all of this? Oh, cannons. I'm not gonna mess with those guys.
Okay, here we go!
1,
I guess that wasn't necessary. I got too used to playing Ark. Oh, what happened to you, buddy? Ooh. Ethology log. Terror mating habits. What's a terror? I remember why I designed my character that way. He was supposed to look like that one guy that's like, I'm your Huckleberry. I forget which movie exactly it is. I don't think it's Lonesome Dove. That's a terror. Okay. I really don't like that noise.
Ah, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted to. Yep, I see the problem. His navmod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. He's got to give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard. Absolutely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Sweet. Nothing. That startled me. Hello? Oh, why can't I take any of this? Bye, Jeremy. Let's go report the good news, shall we?
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer.
Ooh.
A weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts.
Like?
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
It's a plunger, isn't it?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Love how the guards just stand around, don't do anything. At least the ones in Skyrim walk around and talk to you. I have to go to the general store later. Cantina. That's not the cantina. Why is the thing always flashing? Okay, but where's the cantina entrance? I guess this is it.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
The latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
Only McDevitt's folk.
Huh. That's totally not reminiscent of World War I posters. Aw, dang, it's the wrong way. Oh, cool, I can fast travel.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand bolts in its guts, with compliments from old Ludwig. There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
How convenient.
The old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
I got one of those.
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
A CPU, basically.
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are going to rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Deja vu to the automatron quest in Fallout 4.
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its ports. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains, and that's all my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
If only he knew.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to your memory.
Okay, they're in the botanical lab. That's the geothermal plant. That's the botanical plant. Botanical plant. And that's the closest. Way over there. Let's go. See, this is a case where I'd really like to be in third person. I think there is a mod for third person. I'm just not sure. I know there's a mod for visuals. But they're hard to install. In particular with Windows Store games like this one. This is spooky. Okay, how do I get into those bins?
Nice.
Is it really stealing, though, if they're bad people? Whee! Are you kidding me? I just died. I barely fell. Alright then.
Here we go.
Maybe I wasn't ready for this. Come on, I can't die this easily. I'm like level 3, but come on. So this is the cannery, huh? Ooh. Ah, yes. I love it. What the heck is that? Oh, it's lava. Aren't there more? So taking from unguarded but locked chests is bad, but taking from dead bodies is perfectly fine. I need grenades. Oh. Poop. I'm still trying to figure out how you're supposed to get up in there. I should be using this thing a lot more. Ooh, that's a new one. I have no idea where that last guy hit went. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. Ooh, mods. Employer rights. Ultra-capitalistic dystopia. Clement Eldridge. Huh, the high cost of the Great War. Huh. I wonder if that's possibly a Fallout reference. Because, after all, Vaultic was working on getting people to space. That's the whole point of vaults and their experiments. Mr. House predicted this. Anybody home? Oop. So what does the bolter pistol do? I wonder that thing wasn't doing hardly any damage. Pistol does more damage than a shotgun does. Me gusta. Yeah, tell you what, Parvati, come here. That's right, I just can do this right here. I do like this system though, where you can directly access your inventory. There we go. In a cave over by the river. So he's not even here. Everybody got evicted. Makes sense. Great. At least I found some nice stuff. Model spaceship. I don't remember if there's a carry weight limit here or not. Shuffle to the cave and retrieve it. I'm here. It's not too far over from there anyway. Looks like I should probably go ahead and head to the botanical plant first. I really hate that there's no radio. At least I don't think there is. Well, you don't have a Pip-Boy, so there's no radio. My spurs go jingle, jingle, jingle. We killed these guys. That's a monkey. I'm gonna mess with y'all later. gonna go loot this corpse over here. And then we'll deal with that guy. Oh, look, a cave. He won't be needing that no more. Oh, look, another one. Oh.
All together. Don't mess with us.
That's what I'm talking about.
Eyes up.
Nice job. One thing I really love, I actually really like about this game is that it immediately identifies targets when you look at them, instead of waiting for them to attack you. What's that up there? It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. That's like saying High Point is Walmart's choice because of the price.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if Marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
See ya.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Being from grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
I hope so.
Reed Hudson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is king. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want chip parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own labs. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old now, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
We'll see. Probably gonna go do a bunch of side quests first. Is a chicken. Hello, chicken. Speak to me, Mr. Chicken. Okay, don't speak to me.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
You got any can of chili?
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did.
Interesting
I had a
concept.
surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
When did I pick those up? Tarmac and cheese. Ooh. So where is my balance? Mock apples. These don't do that much damage. Oh my god. She's gonna try to convince the Marauders. She's nuts. Anything else worth taking in here? Oh, another note. So she's also addicted to adrenatime. She stole a box of adrenatime. Ooh. La 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 la. Oh, she's with those bandits. Alright, let's go kill some bandits. Did you throw grenades? Where'd you get grenades?
I don't know anybody who ever...
Oh, those are mines. Okay.
Here we go!
Who else wants some? Hmm?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Teach me your ways. Jesus.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of adrenatime, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself.
I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
Alright, smartass.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma.
Or the drugs.
I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so?
Because it's a surprise.
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me. I've got that to look forward to.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to be looting your friends. I actually kind of like the simplicity of the quests. The eye animations do bug me, but... And also some of the repetitive loot. Bunch of dead mechanicals. Hopefully they just call them mechanicals and not robots. Oh shit. They were already dead. Ooh, tactical shotgun. Ooh. Hello, my friend. Shoulder-fired magazine-fed shotgun that fires fairly quick rate. Good shit. Not much here. Another necklace. Hoping I can find a workbench.
Got it. Heads down.
It's dark in here. Another assault rifle. Is that everything here?
Gosh, that's clever.
Got another mod. Deja vu. Spacer's Chaw. Chaw. Yeah. Weird word. So I get the guess the bit cartridges are like currency. I don't remember.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Oh.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Is that it?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you?
You're a
Hi.
creep.
Hi. Hello.
Are you, things safe out here? How you keeping?
Great.
Okay, the face animations in this game are awful.
Just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
Were you high?
The cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence.
Oh boy.
I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I'll be needing this, sir. Where did my mod go? Oh, it's that one. It's already nearly midnight.